What's up? Happy Friday, everyone. Yay, we made it to the end of the week. Yes. All right, so I want to talk about not specifically this video that I've got posted here. I'll play the audio in a bit. But just this topic in general, because I've been seeing a lot of videos regarding this, and it's based off of, a man telling a woman that he doesn't want kids or he doesn't want a baby, and, the woman gets pregnant and she keeps it. Now she's a single mom, whatever. So we're going to talk about that, okay? But before we do, you guys already knew it was coming up. Please like, share, comment, subscribe, and hit the bell for notifications. All right, so go ahead and watch this short clip. I think it's like a minute or something. So go ahead and watch this.
So at some point, you got to take some accountability. Like, hey, I didn't even get a chance to really know this chick before I went in her raw. I nutted in her. We was in love because the sex was good.
Okay.
But now I don't really like this bitch, and she don't like me either.
Okay.
But now we got a kid. You know what I'm saying? So
I got it. We have sex, right? Okay. We get to it. First night, bam. Shoot the club up, raw, pow, right? You're pregnant. Mm-hmm. You call me a month and a half later because we haven't talked since then.
Right.
Who's the fool for having a baby?
I can't get into that.
We can get into it.
So I'm not gonna say it's her fault or not, because some people have different integrity. Whatever they got, and they.
So you mean to tell me that you have okay? So your integrity. Hold on, I'm saying you're saying that this woman's integrity would not allow her to not have the baby. But her integrity is going to allow her to get some raw dick on the first night. I say bullshit. These hoes want to be goddamn holy and sanctified when it comes time down for these goddamn kids to be born. But you want to take some raw dick and you want to let the nigga shoot the club up on the first night and have a goddamn baby with a complete stranger. And now you saying, that goes against my goddamn religious beliefs. Well, goddamn, obviously, motherfucking raw dick on the first night shouldn't go against your religious beliefs. So you mean to tell me that you can have hot sex?
So, listen, it's crazy that this is even it's a thing. The bottom line is it the woman's fault, or should she be held accountable for having a baby by a man who told her that, he doesn't want a baby? No, she should not. This dude in this video is wrong, okay? Wrong. I don't care. Feel how you want to feel. Say what you want to say. Doesn't matter. Don't care. It is the man's fault. It is the man's decision. Yes, I said it. It's the man's decision. Because before she gets pregnant, before she has the baby, the man has to give it to her. So how is it her fault when he gave it to her? He gave her something that he said he didn't want. She can't get pregnant without him. I mean, yeah, we know there are ways, but we're talking about, the old-fashioned way, right? She can't have the baby without him. He has to give it to her. Therefore, it's the man's decision. It's his decision before it becomes hers. He has the decision to either not sleep with her because he doesn't want babies. He knows she does, or he doesn't even know. Half of them don't even know if they want it, They don't even know if the woman wants the baby or not. They just know, well, I told her I don't want no kids, and after that, the conversation was over. So he doesn't even know. She could want a million babies, don't really care if the father is there or not. So, but a lot of them don't have that conversation anyways. But anywho, he has the decision to not sleep with her. He has the decision to wear protection, okay? That whole, but it feels so much better raw. Yeah, and I'm sure, now she's pregnant. And then you're mad and you want her to take accountability because she decides to keep the baby that you gifted her. How is that, what do they say? The math is not mathing. It is solely the man's decision before he hands over that decision, before he hands over that right to that woman. Because yes, once she gets pregnant, yes, it is her decision. She decides whether or not what to do with this pregnancy. It's her decision now. Now that you gifted her this amazing life, gift of life, it is her decision to decide what to do with it. But before that decision is placed in her hand, or rather her belly, it is the man's decision. Because if you are controlled by that little head down there, do better. Do better. Because if you know deep down you don't want a baby, you don't want a kid, whether it's with that woman or just period, don't sleep with the woman that does. Now, granted, you do have I'm not saying that women don't be out here lying and say, oh no, I don't want any kids, and then they get pregnant and they're like, I'm keeping it. Like, I know there are different scenarios where women, they play, whatever. They dirty, okay? But we're not talking about in those scenarios. We're talking about just the simple fact of before she even gets pregnant, it is your decision. Use discretion, sir. Vet the woman. Maybe not really sleep with her on the first night you meet her, knowing you don't want kids. And maybe, try to wear a little protection. That helps, I granted, they pop, they slip, whatever the case may be, whatever. But there are things out there, that are typically for people to not get pregnant. It's that simple. Use them. Because you can't go around just shooting the club up, letting off in every chick you sleep with, and then get mad because one of them gets pregnant and they decide to keep it. How do you blame the woman at that point? How do you blame a woman who gets pregnant by you just because you told her? Well, I told her I didn't want no kids, so she should have dealt with it. She should have been responsible. What? It takes two, first of all. And second of all, before that decision is hers, before it's ever her decision, it is the man's decision first. You either sleep with her or you don't. You wear protection or you don't. You get her pregnant or you don't. That whole pull-out thing, have you guys not heard of pre-nut? We'll call it that. Have you guys not heard of that? Yeah, it's very possible to get pregnant from that. Yeah. So, like I said, no, the woman should not be held accountable. Don't care how you feel, don't care what you say. I mean, you can say it all down in the comments, Let's discuss it a bit down there, okay? But I feel how I feel. Maybe somebody can change my mind about it. Maybe somebody has some great viewpoints that'll make me say, you know what? You're right. She should be held accountable. Until then, men, do better.